This is Double Doctrine, a Tyler Wolf Espionage Thriller, Book 4. Written by Jack Mars, read by Hades. Prologue. January 8, 1950. The nets, filled to bursting, rippled as though it were alive. Hank grinned and said, "Look at that. Best catch we've seen all year." Clay, Hank's broker, couldn't help but offer his own grin. "You got some trout in there, too." "I think it's pretty close to 50-50. That rarely happened. The speckled trout and mackerel swam at different depths most of the year. Occasionally, trawling a large net would get both, but it wasn't normal. That was a good sign. Today was going to be a good day. "Good catch," Clay repeated. The broker looked pointedly at the nets. "Gonna take a while to separate those, though." Hank shrugged. We got all day." It was true. The sun had just poked over the horizon. They had more than enough time to separate the catch and prepare it for market. "I've got a couple dozen barracuda, too. You want 'em?" "Are they big?" Restaurants didn't want barracuda in general, but if the fillets were big enough, they'd sell them as specials. "I mean for you," Hank clarified. "For your crew, not for restaurants. I don't need 'em." Clay brightened. "Obliged to you, Hank. Thanks." Hank had several dozen lobsters as well. Accidental catches when the engine sputtered out for a few minutes and the net dragged against the sea floor. Those he'd sell directly to a monger, rather than through Clay. There was a flash and Clay's face seemed to brighten. He noticed Clay looking past him, his smile replaced with a frown of curiosity, and he turned around. He caught a brief flash of orange-yellow light that faded almost as quickly as it appeared. "What was that?" Clay asked. "Did you see it?" "Mermaids playing tricks," Hank said. There were dozens of sayings like that when you worked on the water. There were sights and sounds a man couldn't explain. Mermaids playing tricks, sirens singing, pirates looking for treasure, albatross shadows. They all meant the same thing. It was the ocean and men weren't entitled to any answers. He shrugged and said, "Well, if it's a storm coming, it won't hit until we're home safe in our beds. Too early for a hurricane, so the worst we'll get is—" His words cut off when he was lifted off of his feet and thrown back onto the deck of his trawler. He felt a sharp pain in his shoulder, a dull pain at the small of his back, and a numbing sort of pain on the back of his head. His vision faded, but he fought through the grogginess and got to his feet. He heard Clay groan. "Hank, you okay?" Clay wasn't on his feet yet. He leaned back, his palm—
Sample complete. Ready to continue?